Hello and welcome to another Mod 6 tutorial. Today we're going to be covering mine colonies. This is just going to be a very basic tutorial because mine colonies is quite a complicated mod. We're going to talk about how you get started, and from there it should be fairly obvious how to proceed. If nothing else, mine colonies will tell you what you need to build in order to be able to accomplish what it is you're trying to do. This is a supply ship. You can also use a supply camp. I would argue that this is where you want to start because it's going to come with quite a few things that you need to progress through mine colonies, including a town hall, which you'll see here in a second. So the way that you place this is you right click on a square on the ground, which I've already done, and then it brings up this menu. You can press escape to leave the menu and inspect the area, and then you can just right click anywhere with the item in hand and it will bring the menu back up. There are several options available to you, actually quite a few options available to you. I've selected the fortress supply ship because I like the way that this looks. It's kind of like a river raft, gives like a real huckleberry fin feel to it. And then you use these to place it. This will move it up, this will move it down, this will move it that direction, and so on and so forth, rotate it. And then the green check mark is to go ahead and place it. Red check mark is to exit out of the whole menu altogether, and then you would have to start over. I'm going to click the green check mark, and there we go. We have our supply ship. So place your town hall where 4 chunks meet is what it says there. So we've got a build tool. That's going to be very handy. We even have a boat and a bed and some more food and just a really neat little design here for the ship. It gives you a good starting point for a survival world. It even gives you a couple of furnaces. It's just a nice way to get started. So the next thing you're going to want to do is place your builder's hut. The builder, as you might guess, builds things. Oh, nope, you do have to place the town hall first. I might be thinking of a different version of this mod. Let's try cave. There we go. Now it's up to you which one you choose, and I would suggest that you choose the one that best suits your world. But I'm going to go with cave because it takes quite some time for these to get finished, and I don't really have a ton of time to record these tutorials, so we're going to go for whatever's fastest. And now that you have this here, you can, if you choose, place these blocks yourself. You will still have to build the builder's hut in order to be able to finish this build, but let's go ahead and place that. Right, we have to create a new colony. So we've created our colony, and then also I should point this out, while you're holding the builder's wand, it shows the borders of your colony, which is very handy. Now we'll place our builder, and we just want to move that back a bit so that it's all on level ground there. I always move them up and down until I'm sure that I'm placing them at ground level, because otherwise your builder is going to want to dig a whole bunch, and that's going to be, quite the chore and extremely time consuming. Right, some buildings have extra help pages. There you can have an overview of the combined building inventory and make sure to check out all the building pages. Very good. All right, and so see, now we can see we have someone assigned to the builder's hut. It's Allison Y. Chevrolet, and I think we're probably going to insert a time lapse here of her building once she actually gets going. Let's have her build the builder's hut first. Oh, and one thing I should definitely point out to you is that since I am in creative mode, I will be able to provide her with materials without actually gathering them. If you're doing this in a survival world, be ready to have the time of your life gathering materials. You can see this little thing pops up over her head, and that demonstrates that she has things that she needs. And if you click I will work on it, it moves on to the next thing. And then we can just go in here into requests. And if you're in creative mode, or if you have the items in your inventory, you can just click fulfill on each of these. Now we're going to go ahead and let her do her thing. It is going to take her quite some time to build this. Like I said, we're going to do a time lapse here, and we'll let you see the finished product. Alright, and as you can see, we have now finished building the builder's hut. The fireworks go off. This happens every time a building or an upgrade occurs. And that's pretty much it, honestly. There's not a lot more to this. You can upgrade your colonists. There's a ton of buildings that you can build in mine colonies, each of which serves a different purpose. It's a great way to automate resources, not necessarily in all the mod 6, because quite frankly there are much better ways to do that in this mod pack. But if you weren't playing in all the Mod 6, if you were just playing in a mod pack that has mine colonies in it, or if you're just using mine colonies, then that's basically what the focus of this tutorial is. So, I hope you learned something. If you did, please leave a like. And if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'm more than happy to answer them. I do have quite a bit of experience with mine colonies. Wouldn't say I'm an expert, but then again, I wouldn't say I'm an expert at any. That's going to do it today. I hope that this has been helpful to some of you, and I hope that you have a great rest of the day. So take care, and bye-bye, and thanks so much for watching.